2 video game movies in 1 year? Okay. Angry Birds is based on the famous video game Angry Birds, the video game that proved that phones can be a competent gaming device. It's a video game with no real story, just based solely on the concept of launching birds at pigs. This movie creates a giant lore based around that whole singular idea. And what we get is a pretty generic kids flick that is way too adult for kids. See, Ratchet & Clank had the same kind of problem, but it used more of its adult themes and ideas, not for jokes, but for story purposes. It's one thing to see Nefarious being evil and wanting revenge as a result of bullying. That helps develop his story. Angry Birds' idea of maturity is just changing words to be vaguely different enough to avoid actually being mature. Like saying, "Are you plucking kidding me?" or "Take your bird control." It isn't the kind of humor that I expected from this movie, but as a 21-year-old in a theater alone, I appreciated it. It just needed more moments like that. It was very out of place because it was a grounded kids film with these random jokes thrown around. I'm not saying it needed to go as far as, say, Sausage Party's planning on going, but having a more mature story or more mature humor to go along with the film would have made the film more consistent. When it comes to the story we got, it is very generic and dumb, not really doing anything outrageous or different. Red is one of my favorite ways to write a character, just being a lovable asshole you can relate to, kinda like Squidward. Most of the characters themselves are enjoyable, but they do come off as a bit generic here and there. Overall, Angry Birds isn't the worst thing to be produced at a film studio, and I hate that a movie based on a stupid little app was as entertaining as it was. This gets a 4 out of 10.